Hey, what's up? My name is Lei. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this blue look using the Blue Moon palette by ColourPop. So if you want to see how I got this really cute halo eye, make sure that you stay tuned. Keep watching. Alright, so lately I have been starting my morning off with a cup of coffee. I don't know. So I'm starting with a fresh face, and I've been loving these Ray Beauty drops. This is the Milk Moisturizer by ColourPop, or it's from ColourPop. I'm not really sure how that works, but this is in the scent Rose. I really like it because it pairs really well underneath foundation, and it doesn't make me feel greasy when I put like my primers and stuff on, and it smells really good. So to prime my face, I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin, and I'm just going to apply this to the center part of my face, like my T-zone, any areas that I may find creasing to be a problem. I do also put a little bit underneath my eyes because, again, creasing can be very problematic when it comes to a even and smooth base. So now I'm going to do my brows quickly off camera. Boom. So for brows today, I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Chocolate. Let me just tell you, sometimes the classic brow products are the best brow products, and this is a classic. Love it. So for eyes, like I said, I'm using the Blue Moon palette by ColourPop. This has such beautiful blues. I don't know, like I love blue. And this has a couple of pops of blue that really stand out and make you go like, ooh, like I want to use that. And this palette gives me life. So since I'm using colors, you guys know I like to use a white base. So this is the P. Louise eye base in the shade Rumor Zero. I know there are other bases out there, and P. Louise has had like some controversy, but it really works, and it does make my shadows like up to the next level. So the first shade I'm going in with is called Clued In. This is a really pretty navy blue. You do have to pack it on a couple of times. It kind of gives me like this deep depth of the ocean blue vibes. So I'm starting with a pencil brush, and I'm patting it on the inner and the outer corner of my eyes, not connecting it at all, just building that color up. And then I'm going in with the shade Fine China, which is like a really pretty royal blue. This is like the type of blue, actually, like I went to Laurel High School in Maryland, and this is that shade of blue. It's like that classic royal blue that they use in like school colors. So yeah, go Spartans. So now I'm blending out the edges using the shade Starry Eyed. It is such a pretty pastel blue. This blue, actually, it's not a pastel blue, it's a light blue. Like this blue reminds me of like the blues you would use like for baby showers. So then the next shade I'm going in with is called Moonlight, and I'm just placing that on the inner part. I'm not using a lot of it, just a very, very, very teeny tiny bit, just to help blend all these blues together. It's going to be hidden underneath our shimmer shade, but you do want it to kind of like show through. So that's why I'm adding it. So right here, I'm just trying to get rid of any of the harsh lines by going back and forth between those colors until there's no more, you know, that line of demarcation, if you get my drift. So now I'm going in with this shade called Lumi. It's this really pretty white that has like a blue and silver, I guess, yeah, it just has like a blue shift. Bitch, this shade is everything. Like, it's so pretty that it's ridiculous. So I'm just placing that on the center of my lid, and I'm also bringing it up a little bit towards the crease. This is going to give you like that, remember that Kim Kardashian look at the gala where she had like a halo eye but there was no connection at the top? That's what this gives you. So you do want to connect it a little slightly with like a little bit of blue, but I am, like I said, bringing that shade all the way up into the crease area, and then I'm just using Starry Eyed to kind of, you know, blend everything so it doesn't look weird. So this is a glitter by Lit Cosmetics. It's called Tinsel Town. I will be placing this in the center of my lid just to give it a little more pop. The camera does it absolutely no justice. It's so pretty. It's just a little bit in the middle, and then on my tear duct I'm going in with Lumi again, and I'm just not tear duct, I'm placing that on the inner corner. So sometimes people do, you know, the halo eye at the bottom as well, and I'm sorry my camera got a little blurry at this point. It does clear up in a little bit. So I'm just adding the color Fine China to my lower lash line. I am not going to be doing a halo eye at the bottom. I'm just pretty much just going to smoke out my lower lash line. So with that light blue Starry Eye, I'm going to blend that blue out and just kind of try to connect it to the top part. So using some windshield wiper motions, the best way to get a blown out look is to like hold the tip of the brush. So right here I'm using Into the Blue by Marc Jacobs. It is one of his glide on matte eyeliners, and like I said, this is in the shade Into the Blue. This is a blue mascara by Wet n Wild that I found in my drawer. I have no idea, like there's no color name on it, or I can't see it. And I don't even know if they still sell it, but it's a blue mascara. I know ColourPop has one. So right here, this was my first time using a liquid liner. You guys know I typically use gel. This is by Essence. It's about $2.99 at Ulta, and it's their matte liquid liner, and I actually liked it a lot. It didn't smudge. Once it dries, it's really nice. So for lashes, I used these are Icon by ᗷᖇOᗯᔕ Artistry. It's a brand on Instagram that I absolutely love. Like, look at these lashes, bitch. So now we're moving on to face. For my face, I am using the L'Oreal Tru Match foundation. This is in the shade W7, and I'm just placing that on my cheek just to make sure that the color matches well. And then I'm going in with my Juno sponge to blend it out. I absolutely love this sponge. I actually bought some more. So you guys are not just going to see this blue one all the time. I have another color. I have 4 other colors. I have more, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and use my sponge, blend it into my hairline. You got to make sure that you clean it out of your hairline, because like I've been having like itchiness on this. I don't know if it's my gel or, you know, the foundation not being properly washed out, but just a quick note. So for underneath my eyes, I am using my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C12. And then I'm going to do my contour and bronzing using the Fenty Beauty Matte Matchstick in the shade Truffle. I never really do this. Like usually when I use a cream bronzer or contour, I use a brush. I don't use the sponge to blend it out. And with the Fenty Beauty one, you'll see why in a minute. I really don't like to use a sponge because I feel like it soaks up product. Well, sponges soak up product, period, just to make your face look more natural. But you'll see in a second when I try to blend out my Fenty Beauty matte matchstick, it kind of takes it away. Like there's no bronze there at all, and it kind of made me upset. So I had to switch it out with this e.l.f. brush. I believe this is the contour brush. It's a really fat, like angled brush, and it's really good for contouring. I guess you could use it for foundation as well, but I find that this blends it out a lot better. Like it's blending without soaking up product, if you get my drift, you know what I mean? So that's what I did here, and I like the brush 10 times better. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. So I'm also using that to contour the center of my nose, and yeah. Sorry, I'm texting back like an idiot. Let me put this on vibrate. Okay, so nose is blended out. Now I'm going to set everything using this Black Radiance setting powder. It's a yellow banana powder. I'm not sure if it has like a shade name, but you can get it from your local drugstore. It's a great setting powder, especially for women of color, because they do have different shades. This is just the banana one that I picked up, and I'm just using this to set all of my highlighted areas. So now I'm going underneath my eyes just to make sure that I didn't blend away anything, because I do feel like I went a little high. So I'm just adding more of that Starry Eyed shade at the bottom. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going in very lightly with this Benefit. It's a face powder, and I'm just kind of, you know, setting my face. And then I'm taking that Black Radiance loose powder again, and I'm going to contour my nose even more. I will have a full in-depth video. So now I'm using this Black Radiance. It's a face powder, and mine's like the sticky part that you use to open it, that had the name of the shade on it, and that's gone. Like when I opened it, it goes in the trash. So Black Radiance probably won't see this, but if any of you can forward on the message like, hey, y'all need to do better with your shade names, appreciate it. For blush, I'm using a Becca blush. I know, throwback. This is in the shade Flower Child. It's a really pretty pink blush, and I wanted a cool tone blush just to mesh well with the blue. So instead of using like peach, which might have thrown it off slightly, I mean, it does work sometimes, but not with this look. This look is very cool. So I'm using, you know, Flower Child. Now I'm just dusting away that powder, and I'm going in with this chunky glitter that, yes, I got off of Amazon. Do not judge me. And I'm just kind of doing like little teardrop looking situation here, and I really liked it. Like, it was different. Of course, you wouldn't wear this like on your everyday, but it's fun like if you're going out at night or whatever. But if I was wearing this during the day, and yes ma'am, I would wear this during the day, I wouldn't do the glitter. So for highlight, I do like to set my face first. So I used my Makeup Forever setting spray, and then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlight in Hustla Baby. And that will complete the face and eye portion of the video. And then for lips, we are using another cool tone lip product. I am using my favorite lip liner at the moment. This is the NYX Cosmetics Urban Cafe lip liner. This lip liner is so pretty, and it pairs really well with most of my nudes. And for the cool tone pink, I'm using the Dose of Color Lazy Daisy Matte Lip. This came in a kit, and I believe it is sold separately on its own, but it is a really pretty cool tone pink, and Dose of Colors actually has one of my favorite lip formulas. It's very comfortable. I highly suggest checking them out. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please, 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 if you like your girl and you come back to watch my content, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. It really helped me out. Give me a like and a thumbs up to help support me. Your girl's trying to grow, African American woman over here. Thank you. Yeah, share the love, and I will respond back. Follow me on my social medias, and until next time, beauties, stay blessed.